Hey there, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be my August beauty favorites. So I have some new products that I've been testing out and really enjoying, and then I also have some old staples that I've just kind of rediscovered and been using regularly and felt like I needed to include them in my monthly favorite just because I've been loving them so much over the past few months, so I was like, I gotta talk about them again. So we'll first start with a new product, and this is a hair product I just started trying that I really enjoyed. And I think you guys can see I don't review a ton of hair products. There's not a ton of things that I find that I like because my hair is very greasy and oily at the scalp and then can be very dry at the ends, and it's kind of gone through this whole change this past year. My hair texture has really changed, so I've been trying to find products that work for me, and I've identified a few daily styling products that I like that I've reviewed before, but I haven't really settled on a shampoo and conditioner that I love, though I'm testing out some right now that I will review shortly. But I discovered this. It's Kristoff Robin, and it's the Purifying Hair Finish Lotion, and has vinegar in it. So I really, I tend to wash my hair every couple of days, and then I just kind of style it the days in between or put it back with a headband or that sort of thing. Because my hair is so oily, but yet so dry, I don't like to use too much heat styling every single day, blow it out and curl it and all that sort of thing. But in between the days that I don't wash it, I haven't really found, I'm not a big fan of dry shampoo. I know, shocking, that's crazy. People are like, I live for dry shampoo, and I'm like, ooh, it just makes my hair feel dirty. I've tried some here and there that are okay, but nothing that's ever really blown my mind. But this has vinegar in it, and I was at first like, how am I supposed to spray this on dry hair because it's wet? Or spray it onto my roots because I was afraid it was going to make my roots start to curl up again. But surprisingly, it doesn't. If you get pretty damp, the roots get pretty damp when you spray it. I just kind of section off the hair, but I just kind of take my fingers and really scrub it into or rub it into the scalp, and it really kind of evaporates nicely, and I get a lot of volume out of it. My scalp feels very clean, and I'm still able to style my hair as I normally would. So I've really been loving this. It's only been a few weeks, and I just use the smallest amount, but it already is something that I'm using regularly. And for me to use a hair product even more than twice means that I really love it. Because typically after the first or second times I use a hair product, I'll know if I like it or not, and that I've really been loving. Second is a cleanser that I've already talked about on the blog, but I have to talk about it again because I've been using it a ton this past month and I love it. It's the Clean It Zero. It's this cleansing balm. They call it it has a sherbet texture. I love that. I love that it's called that, sherbet. Oh, sounds so delicious. So I got this from the Peach and Lily team, and that is the Korean beauty website that I recently reviewed some products from. And like I said before, I'm kind of new to the whole Korean beauty scene. But Peach and Lily kind of really does a great job of she curates the best stuff that she finds, and there's some great reviews on there. So I really have been loving a bunch of products from their site, but this one has stood out to me as a winner, and it's a cult classic product. It's really popular on the site. It's only, I think, $18. Ooh, it's so affordable. Get this quite a large tub, and I just love it because it does a great job of just cutting through my makeup, and it's just kind of this thick balm. I don't know if you can't see it. It's shown on my blog. I did review it before, and it's this thick kind of sherbet texture, and it kind of melts into an oil and then dissolves into a milk when you add water, and it just feels amazing on my skin. It takes off makeup so easily. Next is a new skincare product for me, and people rave about this product, and I have been giving it, I got it about 2 or 3 months ago, so I really wanted to give it a sufficient amount of time to kind of see if it's worth all of the buzz and everything, and it's the Paulas Choice Skin Perfecting 2% BHA liquid with salicylic acid. It's really amazing. I now see why everyone raves about it. I use it in my toning step. Obviously, it has salicylic acid in it. It just does a great job of help giving like a mild exfoliation on my skin. It's also fantastic for helping deal with any breakouts I may be having. I've actually seen any type of breakouts that I would normally have in the month kind of almost non-existent using that stuff. And it really makes my skin feel, the texture of my skin after using it feels so amazing and smooth, and it's just, I just really love it. I use it twice a day, but there's some twice a day or once a day, typically at night. But some days if I'm feeling I need that extra little exfoliation in the morning, I'll use it in the morning as well. Now this is a product I talked about that I was going to be testing out, and I kind of went straight into it and have been testing it out morning and night, which I rarely do like a product both morning and night, because I do like to kind of separate my two skincare routines, because I find that my morning routine needs something different from my evening routine. But I really wanted to see the effects of this stuff, and it's a La Prairie Anti-Aging Rapid Response Booster. So I went hard at this, and I'm still using it every day, morning and night, and I adore it. I know people had said like so many great things about this, and I kind of was really curious as to what kind of results I would get. And it's very like, all I can say is my skin just stayed very consistent looking morning and night. Like it looked smooth, even toned, taut, firm. Definitely my pores appeared a lot less, my pores appeared very minimized, and it wears beautifully under makeup. It feels amazing on skin. It is very highly fragranced, so that's the only thing about this. So if you're not into fragrance, it might kind of bother you, but it's really supposed to be good for anti-aging. So lines, wrinkles, any type of concerns of like skin that's not as firm. So my concerns are not as much with lines and wrinkles, but I have been starting to get some lines on my forehead, not crazy, but I just noticed, I'm aging, it happens. But using this, it's really stayed so smooth, and even I use it kind of like, not on my eye area, but kind of all around, and it just keeps everything so firm and taut. And like I said, I've really seen a minimization of the like pore appearance. So I'm just, like I said, I'm using it morning and night and absolutely loving it. Like every day I wake up, my skin just looks great. Not perfect, I hate that word perfect, because nobody has any perfect anything. It just looks consistently great every day that I've been using it. And using it morning and night has really kind of amplified those results. So moving on to an eye product, eye cream that I've been trying. And like I said, I tend not to feature too many different eye creams and serums and that sort of thing, because I really like to give it quite a long time to work, and I really like to get pretty far into the product before I give my opinion. So I've been trying the SK2 Essential Power Eye Cream. Very thick, very rich. It feels so amazing on underneath my eyes. It is a little bit different texture, so I really like the Tatcha eye cream that I've talked about before, and that's very thick, but it has that's much more of like a thick cream, where this has like a nice slip to it, almost like a creamy gel, because there's definitely more slip to it than the Tatcha. But I find I started using this at night mostly, and I prefer it at night on the whole, but I've started using it in the morning because I've been waking up, haven't been sleeping very well, I've been waking up and my eyes have been like puffy and kind of some dryness, and they just look kind of haggard. And I've been applying this in the morning, and it's so soothing, and it instantly smooths out that area. Any type of fine lines that kind of were starting to show kind of instantly look smoother. It's incredibly hydrating. I don't have concerns too much with dark circles. Some mornings, yeah, but that's more of like I just didn't get enough sleep. So, but I see this as more of like firming, fine lines, hydration, brightness. So I've really been enjoying this eye cream. Next, moving on to two lip balms that I've already talked about in prior videos, about my What's New in Skincare video. And it is the Pharmacy Lip Balloons. I absolutely adore these things. This is the Citrus lemongrass, and then there's this one is lavender mint. It's just, they're like a compressed oil almost. They're like a really thick compressed oil, and they just glide right on the lips. They're great for like before I'm getting ready in the morning or at night. I use them to touch up throughout the day. I love the scent. I just think they're excellent lip balms. And I know Pharmacy just launched in Sephora, so I believe you can get them there or on their website, or I believe on qvc.com. So I would highly recommend trying those out. There's a few other products that I've going to be reviewing soon that I've been loving. I love the sheet masks. Oh, I love those sheet masks. They are so fantastic. All right, this is a product that I have talked about recently, how much I love these, so I had to include them again in a monthly favorites because it's the Too Faced Love Flush blushes. I just adore these blushes. They go on so nicely. They last all day. They're very pigmented, at least I feel. Some people said they're not very pigmented. I read some reviews and I was like, what? Because they're super pigmented. In fact, I did a tutorial with them. I like put it on my cheek and it was like just so much color. So, but I've really been gravitating obviously towards these like peachy tones. This is Love Hangover, I Will Always Love You, and then Baby Love. The names are like hysterical. Love Hangover is pretty much my favorite, but these other two were really, really nice as well. If you haven't tried these, I highly would recommend it. Like I said before, I was never a Too Faced fan. I always thought they were kind of like tween, like young people makeup brand, but Too Faced has really shown me, because so many of my favorite products recently have come from Too Faced, and I use a lot of their stuff in my makeup routine regularly. All right, this eyeshadow, talked about a few times, but I'm just wearing it so often that it warranted a favorites mention. It's Pasiphae by NARS. It's like this green, it's like a green overspray on top of a brown base. It's one of the dual intensities. The color is so unique, and I love it because it's not brown. You know, sometimes I do like to wear a neutral eye during the day when I go to work, and sometimes blues or purples or, you know, just don't cut it. But this, because it has a brown base but a slight green overspray, it just works. I almost wish they would come out with like a ton of these with a blue overspray or a purple overspray or multiple different colors, because it's a great way to wear color on the eyes without really having to commit to you know, a whole other color, because it still has that brown base. Okay, so this product I've talked about for years, but they recently came out with a ton of more colors, so I had to mention on my favorites video just because they did come out with a ton more colors, and I was like, I need to like bring this on everyone's radar again. The Hourglass Brow Sculpting Pencil. So this is what it looks like. It comes out like a really like an angled kind of, it's like a waxy texture. I have it in the shade Soft Brunette. Even though they came out with like tons more shades, I still went with Soft Brunette because it has a nice gray undertone, which I really like. I'm actually wearing it today in my brows. It was probably the first brow pencil I ever fell in love with. I will never be without this brow pencil. So if you haven't tried the Hourglass brow pencils, I highly recommend getting your butt down to Sephora and trying these out, because now they have a shade for every, they used to have 3 shades, which was like, okay. But now they have about probably 7 or 8 shades, so something for everyone, which is really nice. And the final 2 products are from Sicily. One is new, and then one is not new, but new to me. And it's the Sicily, this is their new So Intense eyeliner, and this is kind of like a felt tip eyeliner. I probably won't ever do a tutorial with a felt tip eyeliner, however, so if you ask me, I probably won't ever do it, just because no matter how many times I use a felt tip eyeliner, I'm still not that skilled at it, and doing it on video is like not even possible. Because my hand shakes, and I spend so much time cleaning it up. But I like this though, because it's quite a firm felt tip, and it's very, very black, but the tip is very fine, and I just love the payoff. Like, it's just really, really nice to kind of go right on the lash line, and I really love the effect it gives. I don't do a little flick at the end. I don't ever do that. It doesn't look good on my eyes. But I just use it when I want a thicker black liner, which I've been liking sometimes with like a bold lip. So that's new, and I really have been loving that. And I've talked about it in a few tutorials. It's the Sicily So Intense Mascara. This stuff, first of all, the brush is like a tiny, tiny little comb. Like itty bitty. Like what the heck is that? But you pretty much kind of apply, one side is like a flat like part of the wand, and you kind of like rub that up against your lashes, and then you kind of twist the comb through your lashes. So it kind of applies the color with the wand, and then you comb it through with the little comb that comes on it. People have talked about this mascara. I've heard it kind of mentioned by different makeup artists and here and there about it being so amazing. I tried it once and I didn't get it. And then I was at a press event and the PR girl was like raving about it. And she's like, try it again. Give yourself a few days of getting used to the technique and I guarantee you'll love it. She was right. It gives such amazing, thick, voluminous, fantastic lashes, but it takes some getting used to because sometimes I can get it too thick if I haven't learned kind of the technique of kind of rolling the wand with the brush and how much to put on. You'll spend some time kind of like taking it off or trying to comb it through, but once you get the hang of it, your lashes look absolutely beautiful with this. And it's supposed to have some type of growth stimulating serum or ingredient that helps your lashes grow. So I haven't been using it long enough to see that, but hopefully it does because I'm a little sparse in my center of either this eye or this. I can't remember. My lashes are getting a little sparse in the center of my eye, but I've been using this almost every day. I've used it in videos before. I just think it is so unique and different than any mascara that's out right now, and once you get the hang of it, I have a feeling you will be hooked. So those are my monthly favorites. And yeah, let me know below what some of your favorites recently are. And I'll link all of the products in the comments below, and I will talk to you soon. Okay? Take care. Bye-bye.